April 20th, 2017 meeting of the Sacramento Flood Control Agency. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Matt Conant, Nick Abdis,
Here.
Tom Barandis,
Here.
Brian Holloway,
Here.
Cyril Shaw, Angelique Ashby, Jeff Harris,
Here.
Rick Jennings, Sue Frost, Don Natoli, Susan Peters, Patrick Kennedy,
Here.
Phil Cerna. We do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Will you please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This meeting of SAFCA is being broadcast live and will be cablecast without interruption on Metro Cable 14 and will be aired on Sunday, April 23rd at 2 p.m. It is also webcast at www.sacmetrocable.tv, and streaming video of the board meeting is available on SAFCA's website within 48 hours after the meeting. Members of the audience wishing to address the board should fill out a blue speaker form located here on the lectern and bring it up to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and we're going to take things a little bit out of order today in order to maintain a quorum for our action item. So we will start with consent. Is there anyone on the board who would like to remove or question staff on anything on consent? Is there a motion?
Okay.
Moved by Director Harris, second by Director Peters. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain?
Thank you. Separate matters. Item number 10, resolution number 2017035, approving final quantities for the Florin Creek Multi-Use Basin Project, contract number 4297, Sacramento County, California, with De Silva Gates Construction LP, accepting the contract as complete and authorizing the executive director to file a notice of completion.
And I believe Director Avdis has a question.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. I'll be recusing myself from this matter.
So noted.
And that does not interfere with our quorum, am I correct?
No.
Okay.
No, you're not correct, or yes, he is correct?
Yes, you are correct. It does not interfere with our quorum.
Just checking.
I always err to the side of me being correct.
Oh, of course, I should have known.
Good afternoon, Pete Kelsey, Director of Engineering. While this is a closeout item on a contract where the work has been complete, I did want to take a little bit of time to go over this successful project. This is something that we did to help wrap up the core South Sacramento Streams Group program, and it's been somewhat of a success so far in the way that this construction went, how the community's reacted to it. I just want to spend a little time talking to you about it. This project is the blue square in the graphic here. You see that blue line on Union House Creek? That was a previous SAFCA-led job where we came in to help out the Corps of Engineers in implementing flood protection in the south part of the city. The area in yellow was the work done by the Corps of Engineers. What we have here is a little greater location. We are just south of the Parkway Estates community in between Highway 99 and Franklin Boulevard. The blue line represents Florin Creek, the work that the Corps of Engineers did last summer. We still have a little bit of cleanup this spring, and that work will be complete, and we see where it's called out for the basin site. The purpose of this project, in conjunction with the Corps of Engineers work, was to remove the FEMA 100-year floodplain for about 400 homes. This is an existing FEMA map, and in a couple of months, we're still doing a little work with the city. We'll be submitting to FEMA an update to that map, roughly taking out the homes that are represented in dots out of the 100-year floodplain and relieving them of mandatory flood insurance. The site conditions when we started, the lower blue area, it was existing parkland. The area in tan was area owned by the park district that they used as a park, and then that area to the north was split between unused parkland and privately held property in the red box that we acquired. The objectives of the program was to reduce flood insurance costs and to reduce flood risk. In addition, we were going to improve recreation with Southgate Park and District, the Park District site. As you can see, these images were pulled off of Google Earth. This is before the park site, before we started work. During the construction, you can see there's work on both sides of that middle part of the park, and that shiny area at the very bottom on Florin Creek, that is concrete lining being put in by the Corps of Engineers. So this job occurred during the same time the Corps of Engineers was working. We were able to work around their efforts, and so this work all occurred basically last year. These are just a couple of photos of the construction. This is them digging the basin in the top photo, and the bottom or the side photo is part of the internal drainage that we had put in on the site. Top photo is the weir, and that's Florin Creek a little bit to the left there. As the creek would come up, it would spill over that weir, run down into the basin. This is a graded area with a picnic table going in. Top photo is looking at the south basin as they're rolling out the lawn into the area. And the lower photo is with the north basin grassed. This is roughly a rendition of the final vision of the park. Future actions, we do have to submit the Lomar application and remove these folks from the floodplain. As like I said, the City of Sacramento is working with our engineer to deal with a few internal drainage issues. We have to amend the agreement with Southgate. There is some cost sharing that they need to participate in, so we'll be back to you either next month or the following month with that agreement. And also with this facility being constructed, the city and county both have some long-term maintenance responsibilities with this facility, and we'll be back to you with those agreements as well. This project did win an award with the local ASCE chapter. As one of the project owners, we got a plaque, but it was nice to see us being recognized for that effort. And this is actually shortly after the park was open for recreation. They have fishing in the city program, and this site is used for that. And this was kids and adults fishing at our recently constructed basin and enjoying the facility. So with that, I'll be glad to take any questions.
Any questions? Okay, I have a couple. Well, one actually. When do you think that the Lomar is going to be complete?
I'll have to coordinate with the city. The engineer is ready to submit. There's just a couple of issues that the city's dealing with, internal drainage, and they had to go out and survey a few homes. But after that, we should be able to submit either next month or in June.
And how long after that does it take?
I would roughly hold about 6 months in that process.
6 months, okay. All right. And I just want to commend what you guys did out here. Yeah, I met with the neighbors. They were all very pleased with everything that's happened out there, but plus just the cross-jurisdictional work that went on in this project. Kudos to Southgate as well. I mean, you guys all really did a great job of working together and coming up with something that's not only for public safety, but an amenity for the neighborhood. So thank you. Okay. Director Harris.
Actually, you just said what I was going to say. This was kind of your baby. You really nurtured it, brought it along, and thank you, Lindy. Yeah, it's great work. It's really exemplary of what we're trying to achieve, and it's great to have a success that's complete. Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Director Holloway, second by Director Harris. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Thank you very much, Mr. Gelfi. And the remaining items we have, going back now to item number 1, which is the Executive Director. You don't have to get up, Rick.
Oh, I'm good, thanks.
Okay. The Executive Director's report. Did we do consent?
So good afternoon. Switching over here.
They haven't loaded it yet.
There we go. So the problem with switching is now Pete took part of my thing, but we did have several awards for our projects, as Pete just mentioned, on the Florin Creek. But the American Society of Civil Engineers, California is in Region 9, and then within California there are, I believe, 4 sections. So the Sacramento section gave, as Pete mentioned, the Florin Creek multi-use basin the Outstanding Sustainable Project. And then they also gave the Folsom Dam Flood Control Manual the Water Resources Project of the Year. And then down in LA, the region for all of California gave the Joint Federal Project the Outstanding Water Project of the Year. So congratulations to all those that worked so hard to make those happen. Okay, I just wanted to do a couple of pictures. This isn't a great picture, but I wanted to show you, we're testing the gates now out there, and this was the first water that came down those steps on the lower spillway there, so wanted to show you that. And then this was, they opened up one of the gates in here, so it kind of shows you some of this. I also just found, after I put the slide deck together, this photo, so I'll get Lindy to switch here. This is the same test there. You can see the water actually coming out of the gate. It was just kind of interesting how that occurred there, so wanted to share that with you.
Rick, was that the one gate that was having trouble?
That one was, no, actually that one wasn't the one that had the hub noise. They're just testing the different ones. Was that the one that with the hub noise, Pete?
It looks to me like it was.
No, that's what they have open there is gate 5, and that one actually had the least amount of noise, and that's why they wanted to run through the full range of tests. But gate 1 was the one they were having the noise problems with.
All right, thanks.
So Corps headquarters has been pushing the partners to develop more comprehensive approaches to flooding. So specifically for Sacramento, they are interested in how we can continue to increase our flood protection up to 500-year protection, and then also how we collectively, the city, county, the maintaining agencies, and SAFCA address residual risk. So as a result of that, we put together a comprehensive flood risk reduction plan, a draft of it here. I put a copy in your board report. It's not very long, so just real quickly, I'll put a couple of slides on it. This graphic kind of shows what's enclosed in it. The far left column talks about the structural components, and then the 4 on the right kind of address the non-structural part of it. So for the structural side, we kind of presented it in 3 phases. The first one being the work that was done between 86 and 96, where we addressed the deficiencies that were found after the 86 flood in the levees to the then standards, and then entered into our agreement with Reclamation to reoperate Folsom Dam. Then the next phase we presented, the 200-year phase, which is the work we're primarily working on right now, where we're raising, strengthening the levees, bringing them up to the current standards that have emerged after the 97 flood and Katrina, and then also the modifications we're making to Folsom Dam and its operation. And then finally, how opportunities we have to get us up towards the 500-year level of protection. Kind of a couple of different components. One is increasing the conveyance capacity of the American River from 115,000 to 160,000. That was part of the components that were just authorized in the GRR last December. Looking at finding some additional reservoir storage upstream, and then getting more secure way of doing operation and maintenance, funding it in the future. So I put this graphic up to kind of show the 3 components I just talked about. Protect the American River channel, that's the work that was just authorized in the GRR from erosion. And then widening the 2 bypasses, the SAC bypass we just got authorized, and then the state and the Corps are looking at working on the YOLO bypass in Fremont Weir. And then we've been in discussions with some of the operators upstream to see if we could find some type of arrangements for developing some agreements that in large monster flood events we could have them provide some additional storage. So some of the things that we provided in that report, those were the structural ones. For the non-structural, the backbone of that is the comprehensive flood management plan, which the city prepared last year. It talks about non-structural measures, also describes some of the floodplain conservation land use measures that are in the general plan and floodplain management ordinance. And then there's also the emergency operation documents that both the city and county have. So those are just a real quick overview of what that report is. Again, it's in your board report. And then a couple of weeks ago, Chair Kennedy, Vice Chair Abdus, Jason Campbell, and myself went to D.C. With our annual advocacy trip. We held a number of meetings. We met with Corps headquarters and Assistant Secretary of the Army, Office of Management and Budget, and Commissioner's Office at the Bureau of Reclamation. We did meet with both offices of both senators, and then we did have the opportunity to meet with Congressman Matsui, Congressman Garamendi, and Congressman Barra. We did meet with Congressman Garrett Graves. The reason that's important is he's from Louisiana. He just got appointed as the chair of the Water Resources and Environment Subcommittee of the T&I Committee, and they have a lot in common as New Orleans and Sacramento tend to bounce back and forth as the most at-risk in the country. So that was a good meeting. And then we also met with some of the appropriations and authorizing committees and coordinated with the governor's office there. So some of our messages, as always, we like to express thanks for the support that we get. We discuss some of the needs for 17 and 18 and 19 budgets and appropriations. And one of the big ones we were pushing is trying to get the process started that will lead to initiation of construction on the work that was just authorized in the GRR. As we know from our efforts in Natomas, that was quite a difficult process to get through. We're trying to also push through an approval to use some of the excess credits from Natomas up at the Rays and some of the other projects. The water control manual needs to be approved in a few months up in DC, so we are trying to lay some groundwork for that. Maintain support for the Rays design, which has been delayed, but we still want it funded and continue on. As I mentioned, we presented our report, and then we had some coordination with the governor's office there. So with that, I'll see if there's any questions, or if Chair Kennedy or Vice Chair Abdus want to add anything.
Any questions? Director Harris.
Yeah, Rick, weren't you going after a New Start designation for the GRR projects?
We are trying to, well, two things we need to do. One, we need to get funding for design of the first contract under the investigations category, and then we need to get funding approved to get construction going under the construction category there. So we do need to get that going under whatever mechanism it takes to get the construction approved.
Okay, thanks.
So it may just be an initiation of construction.
Yeah, we're seeing, we're keeping open all avenues that we possibly can.
Great. Oh, Director Natoli.
Question I have is the picture you have up there. It says questions. My question is, where is Nick and where is where's the chair?
I'm the one in the blue shirt.
You're the one in the blue shirt. That's what I thought. Yeah, you're the one in the blue shirt.
No,
Mr. Kennedy in the blue shirt.
We happened to be there during the Cherry Festival, so everywhere you go, there's a million school kids in all the same color shirts. So it was a kind of a running joke. This was a picture taken from the car, and actually, Chairman Kennedy and Vice Chair Abdus were trying to find his phone at the time, I believe. So
while they were driving.
Oh, there you go.
And you were driving too?
We've had enough of you there, Director Natoli. Director Cerna.
It's the names are mixed up on the
Oh, okay, sorry.
monitors.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, I do want to say thank you. I'm sure the Vice Chair shares my appreciation for all the work that went into the trip. And your staff, Jason, as well as Mr. Strawn back east. I'm sure he's watching this as he's an insomniac. So I really appreciate it, because a lot of these trips, frankly, aren't as fruitful as this trip is every year, and it's because of the work that goes in beforehand. So thank you very much, Rick.
Thank you.
And Jason scored really big on the Nationals tickets,
Oh,
too.
that's-
So that was
okay, very good.
That was appreciated as well. Any other questions?
Can I add something?
Yes.
I just want to say, I echo those points made by Patrick. I also wanted to say special thanks to our Congresswoman Doris Matsui and her staff, particularly Julie, Margaret, and Jonathan. I really appreciated the attention we received, and really looking forward to this next phase of continuing our project. And I know we have a great advocate in Doris Matsui, and just want to say thank you. And thanks, Mike. We appreciate you as well. Thanks.
All right, any other questions, comments, general questions or comments? If not, everything else we have is receive and file, so we're adjourned.
Thank you.